Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to be making a second card with the stamp set from Stampin' Up! Called Lift Me Up. This is a really cute stamp set with lots of different ideas with the hot air balloons and the clouds and the little cupcake, if you wanted to make this a cupcake, a little sweet love note, thank you. And then it also comes with matching dies if you choose to order it as a bundle. There's Up and Away Thinlit dies that are absolutely gorgeous with this big huge hot air balloon, other hot air balloons that fit these hot air balloons, and then this is a make your own balloon, and then there's clouds, which are just gorgeous. So there's lots of different possibilities with this. And for this stamp set, for this card, we're going to be using a Whisper White base, and then we're going to be using a piece of Soft Sky, which is cut 1/4 inch smaller to fit on top. And then I'm also going to be using another piece of Whisper White to go right on top of this Soft Sky. And then I have a piece of scrap Whisper White that I'm going to be using for die cutting. So the size of these, came from an 8.5 by 11 sheet of Whisper White paper. I cut it down the middle at 4 1/4 on the short side, and then I scored it on the long side at 5 1/2. So the card, when it's closed, measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This measures 4 by 5 1/4, which fits right on top. And then this measures 3 3/4 by 5, and it fits right on top. And then we're also going to be using these 3 different pastel-y kind of colors from Stampin' Up. This one is Soft Sky, Peekaboo Peach, and Flirty Flamingo. So I thought all of those looked very nice together. And I'm also going to be using a piece of our Whisper White thick baker's twine, and all of it that you see here is available on my store, which is open 24/7, and the link is down below. It's TT.Scraps.stampinup.net. So we're just going to go ahead and get started on this card, and the first thing I need to do is actually do my die cutting. So I'm going to stamp one stamp before I die cut, and then I'm going to start my die cutting. I want this in the Soft Sky color, and I'm going to pick my larger of the 2 balloon stamps. One thing that I love about Stampin' Up! Is that everything is matchy-matchy. So I can get Soft Sky ink with Soft Sky paper, and I know that it matches perfectly. And then there's Designer Series papers that also use these same colors, and they're always really good about telling you exactly what colors they used so that you know that everything matches and you don't have to think too hard about it. Sometimes matching the colors is a harder part for me. I don't know if it's an awful part for you guys, but I struggle with that sometimes. So I know I'm going to cut this out, but then I'm also going to take this top part of my Whisper White, so the smallest piece of Whisper White, the front of the card, and I'm going to be doing some die cutting on that too. So I'm just making way here for my big shot, which I will pull up, and I'm going to cut some clouds out of my top sheet. So I'm going to get out my different cloud images, and I'm just going to put them wherever I feel like I want a cloud cut out. And even do it on the edge if you want to, because it will be kind of neat when you see it on the card like that. I think that looks cute. And then I'll cut these out first because I didn't really leave enough room to do my balloon too. So I'll just cut these out. And I go forward and then backward, and hearing that cracking sound is just perfectly normal. And then you can keep these clouds for something else, but we're not going to use them for this particular card. So here's how our card front is going to look so far. Then I'm going to take the balloon with the matching die and I'll cut that one out. And then this can be either used as scrap paper or you can trash it, whichever you feel like would work best for you. And I'm just putting these back. Now normally I store these on a magnetic sheet, but I didn't get that out yet for these, so I'm just leaving them on the sheet that they came in. I'm just putting them away. I like to put things away as soon as I use it so I won't lose them. I think that's a good philosophy for most things in life, in my opinion. Not only so you won't lose them, but just so you know you have them when you need them and you know where they are and all that jazz. So I'm going to pick out a sentiment. Let's see. I just used the sending smiles across the miles, but you know, I really like that sentiment, so I'm going to use that again. And I'm going to put that about right here, I think. And you can use whatever color you'd like. And I think I'm going to use my, I don't know, you know what? I'm not going to put the sentiment on yet. First I'm going to stamp a couple of my balloons, of the small balloons, and then I'll figure out what color I want to use. So the colors that I didn't use on my bigger balloon, so I used the Soft Sky on that. I used Peekaboo Peach and Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to use those two colors to stamp a couple balloons. So here's one. And then here's two. And then I'm going to put him like right here, floating above them or closer to them. Oh, that's so cute. And then I'm going to put my sentiment down here. So I think I might use, I think I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo for my sentiment. Just had to look at it together to see what I wanted. Close this up. And we'll put the card together now. So I also need some of this Whisper White twine. And I'm just going to tie a bow in it. So I think I'll leave it on this. Take this around. And then actually I'll cut off some so that it's easier for me to work with. I think I'll leave myself enough for a bow. If I didn't, I'll just tie it in a knot. Just doing that so it won't fray. I want this to be over by the sending smiles across the miles. So I'm going to tie it in a knot first. There we go. see if I can tie it in a bow. Yes, sirree. And then I'm going to trim this, trim this. Then I'm going to take dimensionals and I'm going to put at least 5 on here. And before I do that, I'm going to put this down. So I'm just taking my Soft Sky cardstock and putting that right on top of the card base, like so. And then this one I'm going to take off the dimensional paper. I'm going to center this on top of that card base. Isn't that cute already? And then we're going to take our hot air balloon that we could die cut out. And place this wherever you feel like you want it to be on your page. And there we go. Isn't that cute? Sometimes when I double knot these, I probably shouldn't. It makes it kind of wibbly and wobbly. And sometimes I'll put a little piece of glue or a glue dot down just to kind of hold it. I think I'll find my glue dots if I have them handy. I don't see them, so I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen just because it bugs me. It's probably not a big deal at all, but put some on the knot itself, and then I'm just going to hold the knot down. There we go. So there we go. There is our second card of the series. I really like this. I think it's adorable. And hopefully you guys like it too. It's amazing how the die cuts make such a difference because it's so cute. Yay! You could even do it now that I'm looking at it. Maybe I should have done it reverse so that the clouds are actually white peeking through the soft sky. That maybe would have worked nicely too. Oh well. This is cute. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.